Namaskara. This is a presentation on a easy and useful pattern in Kannada that we can easily practice. Let's look at it. Okay, as usual, I'll straight away start off with the examples so that you'll understand the pattern. Neenu ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you do it? Okay. So ನನಗೆ time ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀನು ಅವರಿಗೆ call ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Right? I do not have time. Will you call him? So this is the pattern that I'm trying to, the highlighted thing is the pattern that I'm trying to explain. It's easy to form, right? Madu, martiya. Will you do it? Right? Can you do it? It means can you do it also, right? Then ninna room, clean martiya. Will you clean your room? Can you clean your room? Right? So that's what it is. Ivattu ಒಂದು ದಿನ ನೀನು ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Just today alone. Ivattu means today. ಒಂದು ದಿನ, just one day. ನೀನು, you, can you do lunch? ನೀನು ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Okay. Then ನೀನು ನೋಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you see? ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ accounts ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀನು ನೋಡ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you check our house account? Swalpa is used for a smaller version of please. Dayavittu. Dayavittu is please, but you don't use Dayavittu. Dayavittu is like a very big, it's like somebody is doing you a big favor, then you will say Dayavittu. If not, you will use Swalpa. Swalpa is like a mini please. Okay. Okay. Next one. ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀನು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀಯಾ? So, will you go or can you go and check in our shop what is going on? ಅಂಗಡಿ ಶಾಪ್ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ in the shop ಏನು ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. This is continuous tense. What is happening? What is going on? Nade is to walk, but nade also means occurrence of an event. So ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay. ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ anta is like a linking what you call a conjunction here. So anta is used very commonly. Anta means that means that's what anta really means. Okay. So ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ is a statement, right? anta ನೀನು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀಯ. So this is like converting a direct speech into indirect speech. I've mentioned about this anta before, right? It is very commonly used to link to just make a statement and then add anta because one person is telling to the other person, go and check in the shop, right? So the way you say that is make a statement saying what is happening in the shop, go and check, right? So that's why this anta is used. So what is happening in the shop is a statement by itself, and then in Kannada you have to use anta and then say you go and check, right? Whereas in English we'll say you go and check what is happening, the comma kind of thing, what is happening in the shop. So you go to shop and check what is happening. So in English you do that, whereas in Kannada you will basically make a statement saying what is happening in the shop, right? Or what is going on in the shop. You'll make the statement and then say anta, you go and check. Neenu hogi nodtiya. Will you go and check? So that's what this anta helps to link the statement and what I'm requesting you to do. Okay. Okay, next one. Neenu hogtiya. This is will you go? ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ, for my sake, ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you go to the market for me? For my sake, right? ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ? ಇವತ್ತು ನೀನು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you go to office today? Or it also means, are you planning to go to office today? Right? All this you can just use saying, ಇವತ್ತು ನೀನು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯಾ? Okay, ನೀನು ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? Will you come? So ನಾನು ಮೂವಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀನು ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? I am going to the movie. Will you come with me? ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಜೊತೆ is together. ಜೊತೆಗೆ. ನೀನು, this is ನೀನು means you also. So the oo is dirgha. Okay, ನೀನು means you. ನೀನು means you also. Okay. This is called a clitic in Kannada. A clitic means a letter that is added in the end of a word to express a certain emotion. Here, ನೀನು means you also. ನೀನು ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? Okay. ನಾಳೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? ನಾಳೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? Tomorrow 9 o'clock, will you come to my house? 9 ಗಂಟೆ is 9 o'clock. ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? From where are you coming? Okay, this is also, you can also ask like this, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀಯಾ? Okay, so next one. ನೀನು ತಿಂತೀಯಾ? Will you eat? ನಾನು ತಿಂಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀನು ತಿಂತೀಯಾ? I have made a breakfast. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Present perfect. ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ತಿಂಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀನು ತಿಂತೀಯಾ? I have made breakfast. Will you eat? Then ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನೀನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಊಟ ತಿಂತೀಯಾ? Normally, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ. What time do you eat dinner? Right? ರಾತ್ರಿ ಊಟ ತಿಂತೀಯಾ? Then ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ? Next one. ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ? What do you say? Right? ನಾವು ನಾಳೆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ? Tomorrow, let's go to the temple. What do you say? So this ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ is annu means to say. The verb annu is to say. So ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ means what do you say? What are you thinking? What is your opinion? All this is ಏನು ಅಂತೀಯ. Then ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಜೇಬಿಯಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡರೆ ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯಾ? If I take money from your pocket, JB means pocket. It's like shirt pocket or pant pocket. The ಜೇಬಿಯಿಂದ from, okay, from your pocket. ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡರೆ. If I take, ತಗೊಂಡರೆ is your condition. Right? ತಗೊಳ್ಳು is take. ತಗೊಂಡರೆ means if taken. If I take ದುಡ್ಡು money from your pocket, ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯಾ? This ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳು means to assume. But if the exact translation in English will be, will you mind? Will you say anything? Right? Will you get angry? Will you feel offended? All this is ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯಾ. ನೀನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯಾ. ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ here means whatsoever. Okay, ಏನಾದರೂ means whatsoever. ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ means whatsoever will you mind? Will you say anything at all? Or will you get offended? Will you scold me? All this is this ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯ. Okay, then ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯ. If I do not come with you, ಅಂದರೆ is used as a conjunction conditional, what you call a word. Okay, so ಅಂದರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ is a statement. ಅಂದರೆ if I don't come with you, ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯ. Do you mind? Will you feel offended? That's this ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀಯ. Very useful. Okay, in summary, I just wanted to keep this video pretty short. In summary, Tiya is a second person singular without respect. Tira is second person plural with respect. Now, both this Tira and Tiya, both are, of course, simple present, and both can be used as a statement and question. If you say, Ninu kelsa martiya, if I say like that in this tone, then it means the statement. Okay, Ninu nanage undu kelsa martiya. If I change the tone, then it means, will you do a work for me? Right? Same goes for ತೀರಾ. ನೀನು ನನಗೆ, so ನೀನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. You are doing your work. If I say like that. But ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. If I change the tone, will you do a work for me? So that's what this tiya and tira. It can be both a statement and a question. And like what I said, it is a simple present, but it indicates future tense. So technically it is simple present tense, right? Second person singular or second person plural. So notice also the different contexts that it can indicate, right? For example, ivattu neevu office hogtira, right? It means, are you planning to go to the office? It also means, will you go to the office? It also means, can you go to the office? For example, nanagoskara neevu market hogtira. Can you go to the market for my sake? There also you can say hogtira. So the second person plural can be, second person question can be used, that pattern, right, can be used for these various contexts. Just have to be aware of it. Okay, so this is the last slide. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.